Welcome back, everyone. Season 7 is here. So this is the pre-season to Season 7. Of course, at the end of Season 6, we had some regulation changes. Aerodynamics and chassis department were hit with massive regulation changes. Everything was going to change, but considering we have 121,000 resource points, we were easily able to adapt every single component for the next season. So again, I feel like Codemasters needs to put something bigger there, maybe a regulation change every season so that it's difficult to use up the resource points, but it's become too easy because we didn't have too big of a regulation change for a couple seasons, and then it just snowballed into a giant bankroll. Pretty much we're rich in resource points. But anyway, contracts, that is what's coming up next, but I want to show you guys the standings. We secured the constructors as well as drivers world championships double last season. In Season 6, we did it comfortably. We had possibly the strongest car out there and the strongest drive of our career, and it's amazing that we were able to pull off such a feat. So without further ado, this is going to get interesting. You guys are probably wondering which driver I'm going to sign, but I think the title and thumbnail already gave it away. Driver market, let's go. Also, one thing of note is that here in messages, Mick Schumacher retired last season, and that was a big shock to me because Mick Schumacher is a child, pretty much, still a young driver in F1 2021, but at 28 he decided to retire, and I would like to create a narrative around that. And here is the reason why he retired. Goats driver market, we have possibly a very important person to sign, and I think it is time to bring in Michael Schumacher, Papa Schumacher, to Suh Elite Racing. We're going to approach him, see if he is willing to sign for a world championship team, and he says yes, and we will go for a low risk offer of $14.75 million. Let's see if he will sign for the team. Marvelous. He has signed for Suh Elite Racing, and we have Michael Schumacher as our second driver. Let's progress with time a bit. So I don't expect much to change except that Mick Schumacher has left Aston Martin, so I think only Aston Martin will have some changes. Lundgaard and Zhou, Williams drivers, stay the same. Schumacher, Michael Schumacher, is now with us. As you can see, he's in our kit. Perez and Verstappen stay at Red Bull. Giovinazzi and Hamilton stay at Mercedes. Raikkonen and Norris stay at McLaren. Aitken and Mazepin stay at Haas. Carlos Sainz and Leclerc stay at Ferrari. Like, Codemasters, please bring me some diversity. This is the same team over and over and over again. Alright, Dan Ticktum signs for Aston Martin. So it's a young duo of Schwartzman and Ticktum in the Aston Martin seats. Ocon and Stroll remain at Alpine. Russell and Tsunoda stay at AlphaTauri. Eilert and Latifi stay at Alfa Romeo. So it seems like Gasly is without a drive. I thought me letting Gasly go would spark some interest here and there, but he is out of the job. He's out of an F1 drive for Season 7. Quite sad to see our wingman, Pierre Gasly, who's been done so well last season, to be out of a drive, but I guess money rules in Formula 1. Dan Ticktum in Aston Martin. I expected Pierre Gasly to go to Aston Martin, but anyway, doesn't seem like it. I'm going to do the press interview. I'm not going to show it because it's the exact same questions over and over again in the exact same order, and I'm probably going to give the exact same answer. So yeah, see you in a bit. All right, here we go. The press conference was exactly the same thing over and over again, and let's end season for Season 6. Let's see our roundup. Acclaim has gone up, 22 now for us, 21 for Michael Schumacher, and 28, we stay solidly in 28. Come on, let's move on. Oh, prize money, 28 mil, and primary sponsor, 16 mil, very nice. We have 78 mil, that will be useful to us. We will inject that into our department, our final media department or something like that, outreach, sponsorship outreach department. But yeah, 13 wins, 8 pole positions, 423 points, solid season, first in the championship, and we've secured both trophies. So let's progress to the next season now. Prepare for another campaign. We're gonna stay with the 23 race season. I think okay, we're gonna stick with the exact same season. I just prematurely pressed A. Codemasters really need to put in a warning in there, like, are you sure you want to continue with the season? Because the number of times I made this mistake is too many, and I had to eject out of out of the game, like force shut it down, and it's not good for the game because I've seen it mess up. So our number's gonna stay the same, I guess. Audio name will stay the same. Like, to be honest, all these auxiliary, all these cosmetic stuff, I just can't care. I don't care. We are going to team details. This is gonna be important. Let's take a look at our sponsorships here. Who has the most signing bonus, goal bonus, weekly income? I mean, to be honest, money doesn't matter at all. So I'm just going to sign with the same team again. Finish first in the Constructors' Championship because that is our goal. Which engine are we going to use? We got a Renault engine, which is 197 performance for the Mercedes. Everyone seems to be in a decent shape. Ferrari has been absolute trash, and to be honest, in all honesty, I think we should give Ferrari a second chance, mainly because Michael Schumacher is in a Ferrari. So I think we'll sign with Ferrari for this season and this season only, to honor Michael Schumacher, pretty much. So let's confirm settings, move on, and yeah, I'm gonna cut this part now, and then we'll be back when I load everything into the game. Okay, it's been a couple of days since I recorded the previous part of this video, and now we're moving on to the car reveal of the next season, Season 7 car reveal. I am actually very excited for this because I worked quite hard on this, and I think it turned out exceptionally well. And I am very proud of the result that I have here. And you guys, I just can't wait to show you guys. Anyway, we're gonna go quickly to the marketing team because we do have the funds to upgrade the final element of the marketing team. This 25 mil investment into sponsor relations is the final piece to our puzzle. So as you can see, I'm not going to go into every single facility element, mainly because you guys are going to see the livery in a moment. But considering we just signed Michael Schumacher, you guys may have guessed it, what this car is gonna look like. Anyway, let's head on over to the car reveal. That's right, guys. We have Michael Schumacher's 2001 Ferrari livery on our car this season, mainly because that is the first season that Michael Schumacher, one, struggled really hard, but then also proved every single hater wrong and won the championship that season. Also, we do have the race suit from that season as well. As you guys will see here, this is going to be our car. You guys are seeing the cinematics from our garage right now, but yeah, we have everything almost close to the original. Of course, the livery, the chassis of the car was different back then, so the livery will be a little different, but I tried to emulate it to the best of my ability. Where do I start? Okay, let's start from top to bottom. So from the front wing back, we've got the Bridgestone, we've got the FedEx and the Shell sponsor logos on the front wing with the Tim telecom company on the wing end plates. Then on the nose, we also got Fiat, who were associated with Ferrari back then and are part of the Ferrari family, or like the greater family. I think Ferrari is actually part of Fiat one or the other, but they're linked. Pirelli I kept on there. It wasn't originally on there, but considering the tire manufacturer of the real season is Pirelli, we need to keep them on there by, I think it's a rule in the rule book. Magneti Marelli, I believe. That was a little hard to find, but I did find it. They're still around. I think they're still sponsoring Ferrari. Shell, of course, still a main sponsor of Ferrari for their fuel needs. The Italian flag on the side of the wing as well, with Marlboro going up along the nose of the car up to the driver's cockpit. Ferrari logo on the side as well. On the sides, we got Marlboro on the halo connection to the cockpit. That was also there. Michael Schumacher's special Ferrari logo with the Marlboro sponsorship on the exhaust or the air intake panel. Do I call it that? I don't know. Marlboro on the back of the chassis, and Fiat as well. Bridgestone logo, and this was a bit difficult. So the Tic Tac and FedEx was easy to find, but getting them into that exact spot was very difficult. But yeah, we're missing one of the sponsors. As you can see, there's a SER logo, and that's the Suh Elite Racing logo, mainly because we couldn't find the Axiom or whatever. I think it's called Axiom. Like when I looked at the chassis of the car, that was the sponsor, but I couldn't find it, so instead I put our Suh Elite Racing logo on there. Sorry guys, but that's what I could do. Brembo, Male, and SKF are still around for Ferrari, so those were easy to find. And I added a little personal touch because these sticky uppy bits and the side panels, so to say, of the chassis didn't exist back then. That wasn't part of the tech back in the day, so I added Michael Schumacher's signature with a white paint stain to really pronounce it on the side. Other than that, the rear wing is also close to the original. We got Shell at the top, Bridgestone on this on the middle row, with Magneti Marelli and GE General Electronics on there as well. Marlboro on the main rear wing, as the specification said on the original livery. So yeah, everything is basically there. I tried to fit it in, and I think I successfully did. The halo didn't exist back then, so that was pretty much up to me to decide what I want to do with it. So I kept the channel logo on there with my socials. Follow me on Twitter and also on Twitch. I may be streaming more on Twitch come the new year, so I am kind of on there sometimes, trying to test my streaming capabilities, what I can stream. So I'm hoping to stream more in 2022. And then we have a small message for Schumacher. Of course, after his tragic accident on the ski slopes, Schumacher is currently not in perfect health, so we send our message of keep fighting Schumi on the halos. One day he will return, I hope, and see Mick Schumacher drive. Sadly, we couldn't make it happen. This was my dream. This was my plan for the F1 2021 My Team Series in Season 7. I wanted to bring Schumacher in with this livery and have Mick Schumacher drive in one of the teams as well, but sadly, the F1 gods did not let us. Codemasters did not want us to have that experience. So I'm going to assume that Mick Schumacher retired because he knew his father was going to return to Formula 1 and support him in the garage of our Suh Elite Racing team. So he's here in spirit. Mick Schumacher is going to be in the garage. But yeah, it wasn't meant to be, but good to have Schumacher back. So that is our livery, and let me quickly show you the race suit. This is the race suit. I pretty much put it close to the original that Schumacher wore for the 2001 season. My helmet is still the same as well, but yeah, we got the Shell logo, the Marlboro, the Ferrari logo, everything. We got Schumacher's name on our belt as well, like the mid section, FedEx on the shoulders, and the gloves. I wasn't sure. I couldn't get Michael Schumacher's original gloves on there because the way that the game codes it is that it's going to be a reflection, so I can't manually change the right and the left glove. So I just put a single Michael Schumacher signature on there instead, because it's gonna look better than having a bunch of logos on there and then have the left hand be completely weird. Plus, you don't see much of the logo anyway when you drive, and much of the glove. What's going to matter is the podium celebration. So basics are there. Like you can see, the hat is still the same. Die Deutsche Vermögensberatung was the main sponsor of Schumacher, and he wore that hat. There's a Ferrari and Marlboro on the left side, and then the F1 2021 logo, because it had the F1 logo on it, but I wanted to keep it up to date, so I put the F1 2021 game logo on the right side, and I added a little touch with Michael Schumacher's signature on the back of the hat as well. So yeah, that looks pretty good, and you can kind of see on the left side of the character as well the four sponsorships that he had, which were Marlboro, Tic Tac, Tim, and L'Oreal Paris. That's on the left arm as well. You'll see it when we maybe get podiums or maybe some of the other cutscenes during the game. On the right side, it was a complete copy and paste job, but I wanted to add a little personal Suh Elite Racing flair to it, and we left the World Champion Season 5 and now Season 6 on there as well, because we won the championship last season. If you guys haven't seen that, of course, check the link in the description for the playlist of all my team videos. Now, that was a big spiel I did, but let me quickly do some of this stuff here, get organized as we prepare for the race in Bahrain, the season opener. All right, quickly before we go, here, okay, so yeah, retirement, we saw that, but take a look at this. Progress history, take a look at what happened here. Suh Elite Racing, of course, we saved most of our upgrades last season. We had so many resource points, we still do, so we saved it. Red Bull are now second. They were able to save some. Ferrari were third. Aston Martin have jumped up to fourth. Alpine in fifth. Mercedes have dropped to sixth, so they're mid-table now. Williams in seventh. AlphaTauri, Alfa Romeo, Haas, and McLaren absolutely getting shafted by the regulation changes and are now back of the grid. Oh my god. Given that the performance of these cars aren't going to be too different from each other, because McLaren being back of the grid, not much of a problem, because they're only 890, maybe 880 in performance, and we're only 970, so it's not too big of a gap compared to season 1, because in season 1 it was massive. Like, people were in like 350s and some other teams were already in 550, so it's not too big of a difference. But we'll see if these tiny changes or the tiny differences in performance make a difference. Maybe Williams will not be a backmarker and Haas will not be a backmarker either. Hopefully we can see that happen, because that is going to be an exciting season. Anyway, that is all for the video, because we're going to head into the Bahrain Grand Prix. That's going to be the next video coming up. I haven't decided how I want to schedule the driver career and my team. We're still on the testing phase of both series, so over the course of these videos going up, I will decide, and let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think and what you guys would like to see on the channel, because as much as I drive and perform and post this material, I do want the community to have a say as well. So let me know. Let me also know what you guys think of the livery of the current situation, because it's going to be an exciting season 7 as we wind down to season 10 of my team, the final season. So hopefully we can keep pushing and keep getting these championships on our hands and have a successful career. So thank you guys so much for watching this preseason video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe using the red button down below, hit the notification bell as well so you're notified as soon as the next episode goes live. More F1 2021 My Team content is going up on the regular, so please be sure to be subscribed so you don't miss out on any future videos. Thank you guys so much for the support. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys in the most exciting season opener in Bahrain soon. Take care until then.